Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Encrypted. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys the seed that I play on in my main survival world, which I think is probably one of the best seeds I've ever played on, for sure. I don't know if it's the best, but it is definitely one of the best. And the reason for that is because of the perfect spawn point and all of the different things you can take advantage of early game and even late game if you want. But I'm going to show you guys what it is, and just based off the title, you probably already know it is a Mesa seed, which means you're going to spawn basically really close to a Mesa. First thing you need to know, though, is what is the seed, and I'm going to show you right now. The seed is 13900 15014. 13900 15014. That is the seed. And this is a Bedrock exclusive seed, or I mean, at least I assume it's exclusive to Bedrock. I doubt you can, use the same seeds on Java and Bedrock at the same time. I doubt that. But yeah, here's the seed, and it is Bedrock only. Again, just to reiterate, so Windows 10, Pocket Edition, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So, in case you didn't know, that is what it is. And we're gonna go ahead and create the world, and I'm gonna show you guys where we spawn in at. Oh crap, I don't think I'm on creative mode. Alright, I went ahead and swapped to creative mode, and here we are. This is the spawn point, right here. And here it is. This is where you're going to spawn in at, right down there. And as you can see right off the gate, there is the Mesa, right there, which is right at your spawn. And you actually spawn on a plains biome as well, right in between a river. And right over here is a savanna biome. So what this is this is basically a triple biome spawn, which I believe is pretty rare. I've never seen that before in any of my games, and I've definitely never seen that on YouTube. But then again, I guess I'm not really like paying much attention to that, but it is definitely something to note that this is a triple biome spawn, which is also rare. And the fact that you're spawning basically on a mesa is even more rare. And as you can see, it is a really good spawn because, first of all, obviously the plains is, a very good area to build. It's very flat, lots of caves, and more importantly, lots of animals to get early game so you can make, food early on. And then obviously right here is the mesa. Once you're done in the plains, you get all your food cooked up and you get all your crops and stuff harvested and you're ready to go. You can go in here, you can go explore caves in here and go mining and get all kinds of different ores and stuff, including gold ore early game, because in case you didn't know, mesa biomes are abundantly filled with gold. There's basically gold everywhere in mesas. And not only that, but this is actually a pretty big mesa. I haven't explored all of it yet, but here it leads to an ocean. I've checked a good bit of the ocean, and I don't think there's any monuments in it. Actually, it's more of a lake, if anything. It is an ocean, but it's more of a lake, just the way it's built, to be honest. But over here, if you keep going, we're going to keep going through the mesa. As you can see, it is still expanding further and further, eventually into plains, savannas. And that's the one thing about this world. There's actually a lot of savanna biomes, and there are quite a few mesas. I've ran into a total of 4 of them now. Pretty close to the spawn, sort of. Here's another mesa, which I don't think this one branches off from that one. I think this is a totally new mesa right here on the other side of this one. So we've got this mesa, we've got that mesa, so there's 2 in total so far. And then if you go way over that way, which we will at some point in this video, way over there is another mesa, a third one, not too far from here. And up in that direction, up a good ways that way, there's a 4th one, I believe. So we got a lot of mesa to work with here. So if you need a world with mesas, this is your world, like 100%. There's tons of them. And I don't know if it's like a glitch or if it's just total, complete random luck that there's this many mesas here, but hey man, whatever it is, I'll gladly take it, Who doesn't want lots of gold and free mesas? So right over here, there's the spawn point right there that we just came from. And if you travel over here, you're going to see a pretty good area in the middle of the canyon that you could build. One of my friends actually has a house put right there. And if you come over here, you can see there's actually an abandoned surface mine shaft and some caves here too. So if you go in here, obviously this is a good area to get some early game loot for free. There's chests and stuff. There's some gold right there. And let's see. There's a cave spider spawner there. There's obviously, you're seeing gold all over the walls and stuff. And that's the beauty of the Mesa. There's just gold everywhere. You literally cannot run out of gold. And the fact that we have like multiple mesas to explore basically means that you're going to have an infinite supply of gold on this world. And I say that with confidence because it's going to take you more than enough time to mine every single piece of gold in the canyons alone. And then, going under the canyons in the world is going to be even more gold because gold starts spawning down there first. So you're going to have like double the gold once you get down there. There's a lot of gold is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, now that I've shown you a good bit of the Mesa and showed you a surface mine, let's head over here. And the plains, as I said earlier, is actually a really nice area as well in this world. Now the problem with it is it's actually not that big. What you're going to see on the map right now is basically the entire plains. As you can see, it starts branching into a desert on the right side. If we head over here to the left, it's going to basically branch off into the Mesa, I believe. Yeah, it starts branching off into Mesa. So there's really not a lot of plains, but what we do have is plenty enough to work with. You can get some, nice houses built here. You could build a village if you want. You get some farms. Right down here is where I had my first house before it got burnt down, which you can find in one of my previous videos. And then I ended up rebuilding, and I built like a mine house, mine shack, whatever you want to call it. And it's a house built for mining. And my mine goes right down through there. The house is right there. And then right over here is actually where I have my farm, which I've got, cows, pigs, crops, all kinds of stuff growing there, and then a house. So, there's a lot of area here. If you're willing to do some minor landscaping and fill up some of this with dirt, some of the little, hills and stuff, you'd have a very, very good spot for building different houses and all kinds of different farms and structures and things. And right over here is a little forest. It's, well, not really a forest, it's just kind of a few trees here, but obviously you can make a forest using those, cut them down, use the saplings to plant lots of trees over here, which is what I did in my other world. And if you come over here, you'll actually find quite a few caves branching off from each other into all kinds of different directions, and I did end up exploring all these caves at some point, and let me tell you, they all of them, I don't even know, I think there's like 4 or 5 of them in total, and all 5 of them are really good. You're going to find lots of coal, you're going to find lots of iron, and they're going to get you down to, lower Y coordinates really quickly, which means your chances of finding diamonds and gold and redstone and all that stuff are highly increased, which is definitely something you want, of course. So one thing to mention is over here in this way is a desert. Now deserts don't really serve too much of a purpose. They are flat, so I guess building here is not a bad thing, and obviously there's lots of sand that you can use to make glass and other things that sand needs. But other than that, it's really just a big desert, and the sad part about this world is it's pretty much a main desert. I will admit that is the one big negative in this world. It's all desert for the most part. However, there are a lot of desert temples, which as you're seeing right here, here's the first one you're going to run into. It's right here. And then there's actually another desert temple. We should be able to see it in just a second. It's right over there. And there's some open lava, by the way, right early game, which is nice to find. Yeah, right here is another desert temple. So we got 2 really close to spawn. The spawn's over there, just remember that. And right here's a desert temple. And then not even that far from it is another desert temple, which you should definitely take massive advantage of early game because, they could spawn with diamonds, they could spawn with golden apples. In fact, just for why not, let's go ahead and check and see what's in this one. Do keep in mind I've been playing on this world for like almost 2 months now, so I've kind of forgot what each temple has in them, but we can check real quick. Okay, so there's golden apple here, there's some gold ingots, more gold ingots, another golden apple, emeralds, a diamond in it. Oh my gosh, a diamond and a notch apple. Wow, that's okay. That is the best temple I think I've ever found in this game. I'm like not even trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. So that should just prove that kind of luck is insane. Really good temple right there. I don't know if the loot's guaranteed every time you spawn. I feel like it's randomized now, but hey, I mean, if it isn't, there you go. Diamond, some emeralds, tons of gold, golden apples, and a notch apple. Those are key items early game. And right over here, as you can see, we actually have a pillager outpost not too far from spawn, which is amazing. There's some pumpkins right there. You can get a farm started for those. But yeah, pillagers, in case you didn't know, you kill this guy right here, and that will trigger a bad omen effect on your character. If you walk into a village with villagers there and beds, it will trigger a raid, which is basically going to guarantee you a ton of emeralds for free, and even give the villagers a higher, a lower selling price, which is obviously something you want. And speaking of villagers, there's some right here. So kill the, banner guy, the captain, walk over here, start a raid, and there you go. And, another desert temple, not far from the village, which is nice to find. And on a ravine as well. That's actually weird. I didn't notice that before. So right over here we have a root forest. This is the end of the desert. There's a forest right there. There is a jungle right over here, which, in case you're wondering, we are still on the map. Well, we're just barely off the map. As you can see, we're getting back on it. So this is all within the first map. You're going to be able to find all of these nice structures, all of these nice biomes, and jungle biomes, and savannas, and mesas. They're all rare. And the crazy thing is they're all so close to each other in this seed, and you spawn basically on all of them, which is obviously something you want in any world. But this is a big desert. As I've said multiple times, this world is mainly just desert, and that's okay. That's okay. The desert, it is a little annoying to see sand all the time, but once you have your nice house in the plains and you're in the mesa mining all the time, you're really not going to be bothered too much by the the deserts. All right, so here we are back at where my plains biome is. Right over there is the spawn. I just want to say that just so you know. That is the spawn right over there. And if you come straight forward through here, you're going to cross over into a another desert, by the way. Sadly, that does suck. But if you come over here, you're going to see there's a village very close to spawn. Sadly, there is no blacksmith house. I don't see one. But villages are always nice to find because they're free sources of food and beds and other materials possibly that you could use. And to have one that close to spawn is always nice. And then right over here is actually my village that I use all the time, and I've upgraded a lot, so the one you're seeing in this isn't as upgraded, but the one on my world is very well built, and the zombies are currently killing the villagers, which really does suck, but this is a creative save, so I don't really care. But anyways, yeah, here's the village. Another nice village. This is a pretty big one, so if you were going to go and upgrade on one in the world, this is the one I'd recommend you do as well, just because it is so big, and if you wall it off, using sandstone walls or something, you can keep all the zombies from getting in there, and just a nice village to have. Alright, so here we are at the village. I just showed you the spawn is diagonal just right over there in that mesa, and if we head diagonal this way, that spider's getting killed by a cactus, that's a death wish. If we come over here, we're going to cross into some more savannas and deserts, and as you can see, there's a desert temple right there. Just figured I'd mention that. Oh, and a plains waiting right there, small one, again, just a tiny one, but over here, you're going to see another village. Now, this one, I think this actually might have a blacksmith. I don't know. That looks like a blacksmith. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, I think that is a blacksmith right there. So anyways, right here, as you can see, we are at a new village, and you're probably wondering, why are you showing us so many villages? What does this one have any purpose to? Well, if you dig straight down through here, I'm just going to go straight down, you're eventually going to dig into a dungeon. And there's a creeper here. So here we are, we're in a dungeon. This is where the end portal is located. And we're going to go on up through here and find it hopefully soon. Ironically, I dug into the lowest part of this dungeon. Okay, so here we are. This is the way to the end portal. And this is a very small dungeon, by the way. This is not a big one by any means. This is a very small one. But here we are. Here's the end portal. Oh, and it does have an eye in it. Only one, better than none, right? Here we are at the end portal. And it is just right below that village I just showed you. So that's something also to note. So it's actually not really that far from spawn. Technically we're not on the map, but if we had a 4 times size map, a level 4 map, we would be on it. We're just barely off the map, by the way. Like, I'm not even kidding, we're just barely off of it. But it is fairly close to spawn, in my opinion. I don't think this is a very long walk to get to an end portal. I've seen longer, for sure. Let's just say that. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you guys this, seed that I've been playing on, because I think this is one of the best seeds I've played on, personally. and it's definitely in my top 5s for sure. In fact, it could be my favorite if I'm being honest, because I've been, playing on it a lot, and I've been finding a lot of cool stuff. And I would show you the other stuff that I've been finding, but it is kind of far from the spawn, and I feel like, maybe it wouldn't be worth it to just play on a seed to go far from the spawn to get good stuff. But this one has so much good stuff early game as well, like those mesas. There's 2 mesas early game, and then there's a 3rd one just past that pillager outpost. But again, I figured, if it's out of the map's distance, it probably isn't worth showing. And like I said, this is out of the map's distance here, the end portal, but it is basically on it still. If you were to go any further on this cursor, you basically would enter the map again. So this is the closest end portal there is, so I figured, I need to show you this. But yeah, this is a really good seed to play on. This is a really good seed to play on. You should definitely give it a try, but remember, it is a Bedrock exclusive seed. I'm fairly certain of that. So, make sure if you are playing on this, on Bedrock, then you can use the seed. But if you're on Java, I don't think it's going to work. But anyways, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the seed or, enjoyed the video at all, be sure to smack a like. Let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments below. And if you guys are new, please feel free to subscribe if you like seeing content like this. I got plenty more seed videos I could show you, and I've got all kinds of different tutorials and other Minecraft content you guys are definitely not going to want to miss. I promise you wouldn't regret it. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!